Morning folks, Dave here from the Applewood Acres. Just thought I'd make a quick little video. I've been working most of the morning on connecting the power up to the top field to get to the caravan, to get some power into the polytunnel and that over there. As you can see, we have power. Not used any yet. I've had to install a meter just to keep track on what electric we use. I can just go round. I've got some sockets in here which will be put in for the washer and dryer. So if I pop that in, and then we have 3 green lights and we have a whistle, so that's working fine. Joanne's not here at the moment. She's I don't know, she's probably snoozing. By no means least, oh, it's a nice bright sunny day today. Makes a change because the last couple of days it's not been brilliant. Just a waterproof socket here, temporary supply. What I plan to do is, on that section there of the polytunnel, I'm just going to create a big board for all these switches and all the lights and things like that, because because of the weather at the moment, we're struggling to get the microgreens up. So we're going to put them under some lights and a heated bench. That's what this is for. So I've been rushing around the last couple of days getting this sorted, and we have 3 green lights and a whistle, which means we're all good. I've had to put IP rated waterproof sockets in here because until we get proper airflow and the fans, of a morning we end up with a shower because of the condensation, because Joa has started propagating a few bits and pieces, but there you go, exciting times, we have power. Dave here again, Applewood Acres, just in the middle of constructing a heated bench. Theory behind it, so we can get the greens to come up a bit quicker. I built the bottom frame. I'm just building a frame to go around the top half, and then what we'll do, we'll put some 50mm Celotex insulation in the bottom. Then we'll line it with some heavy duty plastic that we've got there. Then there'll be an inch layer of sand. Then we put the heating elements, which we've got over here, which is a Humex thermostatically controlled heating unit. We've got the thermostat. Got the thermostat there, which you drill a hole in the end and just push that through, then mount that on the end, and then the heating wire just goes literally backwards and forwards, a little bit like underfloor heating. It's basically what it is, underfloor heating for a bench. And then after we put the heating element in, we then cover it with another 2 inches of sand, and away you go. That's it, heated bench.
What else are you putting up here?
Oh, we're also going to be suspending some lights. We've got some waterproof 6-foot LED lights, which we're just going to suspend over it just to try and extend the growing time, because it gets dark so early over here, and we really need to get these greens up ready for market.
And the plan is, we've sort of changed our plan for the big caravan as well, haven't we? For next year, not this year. Because of the problems we've had getting the microgreens going, because of the lack of light.
Yeah, the back room is now going to be turned into basically the same as this, but in a controlled environment. It'll be
lighted,
just lit, and just shelves with the trays of microgreens.
So that's going to be a complete microgreen room, isn't it? So that's for next year. We can't do it this year, we've got too much on. but for now we'll have the heated bench to get them up, and then the lights above it, which you'll see when it's all done, and that will help just speed up, because normally the microgreens take me 10 to 14 days depending on the type, and at the moment it's taken over 2 weeks and they're not as strong. So I am really into quality, and so this will just give them a bit more consistency with light and heat. So Dave's building that lovely sand heated bench, which we'll come back to, but yeah, he's put all, you've been clever. Oh, the other thing is, just while we're looking at this bench, because I just wanted to go on to something else then, but the base of the bench is not wood, it's all what would you call that?
It's galvanised steel pipe.
And what's the reason for that? Why didn't you build it in wood?
So the mices can't crawl up it.
The mices. So yeah,
greens.
so it stops the mice climbing up onto the bench and eating all the baby greens. So that is why it's done in galvanised steel. So it's quite good.
Which was quite handy because it's leftovers from the turkey run when we brought the turkey run.
Yeah, because we had extra, well, we had extra poles, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we wondered what we were going to do with it. And when we bought the turkey run, and lo and behold, it's actually perfect for this job.
And there was just enough corner braces and centre braces to do this with.
It's all meant
so
to
it
be.
was all meant to be.
And also, I will put the video up or attach it to this one, but Dave has bought all the electric into this polytunnel from the other caravan. The cable will be buried under the soil. I haven't managed to do that yet because we haven't had time. That will be buried, and we're so close to putting the water connection into the big caravan as well.
Now the water connection is into the caravan.
Oh, okay. The water's in. It just needs a tap. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Needs a tap.
Needs a tap.
So he's been a busy boy. He's done so well, and yeah, hopefully by tomorrow we should have this heated bench finished and I can show you the finished result. Huge job, but one of those that has to be done in order for us to get enough stock for the markets that we're doing early in the season. And as we said, next year we'll have the back room of the top caravan turned into a microgreens room, which is quite good anyway because it'll be right next to the packing area. And this house will be for microgreens in the summer months, and also a nursery basically, because we are already pretty full up with plants. We haven't even started yet, so this is the nursery tunnel, definitely.
If any of you guys out there want some nice toys, my baby.
Do you know,
first fixed nail gun, DeWalt nail gun. There's no gas in it, there's no air canisters or anything like that. It's got a built-in motor, brushless motor, and it's fabulous. I love
he'd
it.
sleep with this if he could.
I love it.
It's in our room. It doesn't leave his side. He doesn't leave it anywhere. It's literally with us and the dogs. It's like a pet, Dave's pet. So it's always kept with us wherever we go. Mind you, it was expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I brought a set. There was this one which is called a first fix, and the other one is finishing. So this will fire up to a 4-inch nail, and the other one will fire like smaller nails and brads and things like that for finishing.
It's really come in handy though, hasn't it, for jobs? I mean, we bought it more so for doing the barn, but actually you've used it more.
I've used it a lot.
Yeah, you've used it a lot up here. And it makes life a lot simpler. I mean, you put the polytunnels up with it, didn't you, as well, on the wood, the bits of wood that you need to.
Yeah, because rather than holding nails, you just literally go along, bang, 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 bang,
and that's it, done.
And that's it.
It's actually raining in this tunnel. What we found is with the condensation, it drips. So everything, we've had to make sure everything is waterproof, really tight.
Done. Just got to get the insulation there.
Yep, so we'll come back. excuse me. Yeah, so we'll come back when we're on the second stage, and then we'll show you the completed bench. But how big is it, Dave? Big.
Oh,
It's bigger than my table benches.
Yeah.
The pro ones.
I'm not sure what it's.
It's like the size of a huge snooker table.
Yeah. 1.3 metres by 2.8.
Oh, so it's quite big. And the only reason it is that big, number one, it'll give me plenty of space. We have got enough heated cable for it, so that's good. But the reason it is that size is because that's the size of what the base worked out. So we just figured, let's just use it.
I've just used the smallest poles for the widths, so.
And that was the size, wasn't it?
That's the size.
Yeah, so that's why it's that size. However, it's a brilliant size because I can get lots and lots of trays on it. So for the winter months and early spring, when we just haven't got the light or the heat, this will be sort of our godsend, really. So there you go. I've just come in to see what Dave's up to, and it looks like it's nearly finished. Looks like a big pool table. What are you doing, Dave?
Just cutting this last piece of insulation.
Yeah.
For the
heated bench.
The heated bench, yeah. And then once that's done, what I've got to do is line it with the plastic.
Which is over there on the floor.
Yeah. And then start filling with sand.
Wonderful.
Well.
So this is the plastic. It's like pond liner, isn't it, basically?
It's yeah. Similar.
And it's going over the top of the insulation board to make the base waterproof. Now, you don't want the sand that's going in there soaking wet. You just want it damp. So it's not to fill it with water or anything like that. So it's purely just dampness and heat. And the sand will hold the heat. Anyway, so Dave's just putting the liner on now. So Dave's just putting the sand on. Dave, it's only supposed to be 2 inches to start with, I think.
Yeah, I know. What I'm doing, I'm just banking that up quite hard against that edge.
Yeah.
So it holds that down quite neatly.
Oh, the actual liner.
That's it, yeah. And then I'll fill the rest, and then I'll just pull that back over and level
can
it
I
off.
ask, because I know we haven't bought any sand, David.
Yeah.
Where did you get it from?
It's the old menage stand that.
Oh yes, it's down the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a massive. Just think, because it's not been dumped, but it's been taken out because they put a new school bottom. What am I trying to say, Dave? The menage for the horses, which is also called a school, for those that don't know. They changed
it from sand to that rubber.
Like a fibre thing, isn't it? Anyway, so the sand that came out the menage went into a huge pile and is now overgrown with like grasses and stuff, so you wouldn't really know it was there. I'd actually forgotten all about it, but obviously Dave hasn't. So the free sand, we've got as much as we need, is going on to the table. So that's really good news. That was handy, wasn't it? Because sand was quite expensive.
Yeah, and it's got chunks of rubber in it as well, which will help to act as thermal mass.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll soon see.
Retain the heat.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'll come back when you're nearly done then.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Hi guys. Just trying to set up the heating wires for the heated bench that we're doing, but I've discovered that all the wires were frayed at the end, so I'm having to rewire it. And when I opened it up, I also noticed that the connector block, it's all rusty and that inside, so we can't have that. So I've got to replace it with a new one before I can actually plug it in and test it. Just put a layer of sand in, levelled it off best I can. I'm now just going to make a tamper so I can pat it down a bit, and then I can go backwards and forwards with a length of wood just to level it off, because it's probably about the right depth for the bottom layer, which is about 1.5 inches.
So you're going to put the wire on top of that, and then another 1.5 to 2 inches on top of the wire.
That from there to the top of there, that's perfect, because that's like about 2 inches. So we'll then just fill it up to the top level. Or
Okay.
Just below. Just
Brilliant.
Below, so,
All right.
yeah.
Great.
Update on our heated bench. Originally, I've got the thermostat and the controls up this end, and I was going to go backwards and forwards, but I couldn't get an even coil spread with it that way, so I've had to change my mind and put it here, so that I can get a nice even coil bits. I've had to cover it over because knowing Jo, when she's watering,
I will not say a word.
we need to protect that. Well, I had to
It's
cut it
quite a
open.
good idea though,
Yeah.
to actually
I had to
cover
cut it open because the screws were that rusty. I couldn't get them out. So
We actually bought this on eBay for about 20 quid, and it's a big one, so it was quite a good bargain.
There's still more there.
Could we not put more on?
Well, no, because that's not thermostatically controlled.
Oh, okay, so we could use that for something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you've done it the opposite way round then, I guess. That's good. That's good.
So hopefully that'll work.
So what's the next step?
Now we need sand.
So we're going to top it up with sand to the level.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Brilliant. That's the table sand all in and all flattened down and smooth, bar that one little corner up there that he's just about to do.
You shouldn't be speaking to his son. Why did you give him these flowers? No, they're not real. It's magic.
We've turned the thermostat on and he's put the little flap there so that I don't get water on it. Although I think it is waterproof, but just in case anyway.
It was until I cut it open.
Oh, it was until he cut it open. So anyway, so that's on, the lights are on, and we're just heating the sand up now. So the next step will be to do the lights, which will hang above. What more can you do? But if you've got a heated bench, fill it. He hasn't even finished it properly yet. The lights are still got to go on. But look, it's full. And do you know what I noticed today? Like, obviously these are all for the farmers market the weekend, so they've got to grow. Hopefully with the lights they'll shoot up. But I planted, let me have a look, it's not that one. I planted a couple of weeks ago some dahlias from seed, and I've just had a look. I didn't think they'd come up because it was so cold. But if you can see that, there's a little seedling. Can't believe it. So I'm really pleased about that. So they're actually coming up. So hopefully with a little bit of heat and a little bit of light, those will come up nicely. But the radish are all doing really well, so they'll be definitely ready for market. We should have enough there to fill the stall. With a bit of luck, that one's a little bit uneven. And then the peas, well, we will see. I don't know. We need lots of light and lots of heat. So hopefully they've got 5 days. We're cutting it thin, but you never know. And then we've got some little, let me come round. There's various bits there. There's some violas there. But we've got our lettuce, which is doing well. And again, with a bit of heat and light, should do all right. He's drilling, so I'm going to go. See you in a bit. We've just got delivery of 3 little pallets. Not 3, but 3 for nothing, 0. So we're actually going to take them. There's quite a lot because Dave can make use of the wood. We can build bird boxes out of them. We can build compost heaps. We could build all sorts. So there's another freebie recycling stuff that would have gone to landfill. Look what we've just found. We've just found on the farm a
telephone kiosk.
So how would it have gone? I guess.
Please face this wall when using telephone.
So now this seems really odd, I know. So turn it up how it would have been on the wall. So it would have been attached to a wall, and you would have stood inside to keep your head dry.
No, it's
and the noise.
The machinery, yeah.
And the noise, obviously. However, we've had a brilliant idea for this. So if you lay it back down, it's the perfect shape for compost. So I can do my potting, I can have my potting compost in here. It keeps it from falling out all over the place, and it's just perfect. Who needs a potting bench when you've got a telephone kiosk? So that was a £1.50 off the farm. So I'm really pleased with that. So that will be being put to good use. So for my potting up, it's just perfect. It's not too big, not too small. Fabulous. And he's built a frame. I've just come back and he's built a frame. I think the lights are going on that. They go to the floor. He's so clever. And not only is he done, I mean, we've lost light here now. It's dark outside, look. But look, we've got waterproof lights on there. He's going to adapt them so they look a bit neater, but they look amazing. And what that does, that extends the light during the darker months over the microgreens. So this will be on a timer, and it will stay on till about 10 o'clock at night. So it will come on first thing in the morning about 6 AM, and then it will go off obviously when the light comes up, and then at night time at 5 it will go on and it will stay on until 10. So we'll extend the light for especially the pea shoots. They need the light. So I'm so pleased with it. It's amazing. Dave, whoops, I don't know what he's doing.
Breaking the drills.
How do you feel about it, Dave?
Very good, brilliant. Bit Heath Robinson, but
but we've had to do it, haven't we?
We?
We've had to do it to get these up ready for the weekend.
I mean, for like 2 days' work.
I know, 2 days' work, a massive, a massive heated bench, rigged up, all steel framed. Is it steel? Galvanised steel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Heated bench with the lights in 2 days. And it's like the size of a pool table. It's huge. I can fit loads on, which is sort of a good thing and a bad thing really. But I soon filled it. But yeah, so this is more for the microgreens than anything else, but obviously when there's no microgreens on there, I can use it for other stuff. How amazing is that, guys? Amazing. I'm so happy with it.
Tidy it up, but...
Yeah, he'll tidy it up. Yeah, but Dave, it's, you know, it's doing its thing. And those little peas will grow lovely under there. There you go. That's what we've been doing today, and I've been planting outside as well, but it's too dark to show you. I'll do that tomorrow. Take care.